Hey, kia ora! Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1582. The excitement level is on the rise. There is so much going on right now. And of course, it's the last day of November for 2023. And tomorrow we start December 1st, and we're into the fun month next month. Not only is it my birthday month, there's also Christmas and my wedding anniversary. This year would have been 25 years, but that's okay. I can deal with that. I can still have a celebration by myself. But anyway, so our excitement levels on the rise. There has been a lot of stuff happening, and I haven't kept you up to date on a lot of the stuff because we've been, having the James Bond month, and we're about to go into the holiday month, which will be all the holiday movies and things like that. So what has been happening in Helen's world? Well, Helen's been busy creating. My first one, I just sent an email out to all of my newsletter subscribers. And if you want to get on the newsletter, it's scrolling across the bottom here. It's in the description of the movie, of the video. Sorry, my brain is I am so full of excitement. I'm vibrating with this energy that's running through me right now. And it is just absolutely amazing. And I'm so grateful for this energy because when I'm in this mode, I get very creative. But one of the things that I'm super excited about is that we have released from Your Family Tree Detective, which is part of the Before the Dirt Nap business. It's the genealogy side. We have just released gift certificates. And we've got these gorgeous gift certificates that we're in the process of designing right now. They will be done in a day or two. I just can't really decide on what to do. I might have a couple of different ones. If someone's doing Hanukkah, I don't want to send them a Christmas one, and vice versa. And then they'll do a generic winter one or something like that. But so we're working on that right now. So we've got these two different packages. One's a 3-hour package, one's a 5-hour package. If you want to know more about them, sign up for the newsletter because they're going to be in the newsletter tomorrow that goes out tomorrow as well. You'll have links there where you can go and see what involves. But basically, there's with both packages, you get a 1-hour discovery call. Then there'll either be 3 or 5-hour research, depending which package is purchased. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's in there. There's the reports you're going to get. There's even a free ebook that you're getting as a bonus. There's just a whole lot of great stuff in there, including an account with Forever, which is a online place where you can store photos and videos and documents. Like when I'm researching genealogy, if I find any images of certificates and things like that, I can put them into the Forever account for you, so you have them as a reference. And they get, we organize them into albums, so we'll put that person's name there, and those documents in there belong to that particular person. So that's just a service that we put in there as well. What else is on that list? I don't remember. If you're not on the newsletter mailing list, then you won't get the email that's going out today. But if you want to know what's happening, just go and click on the beforethedirt.newsletter.com, and which is in the description, as well as scrolling across the bottom of the screen here, and sign up, and you'll get it in the newsletter that goes out on Friday, which is tomorrow, December 1st. It's December 1st tomorrow, yay! And the other reason I'm excited is we're about to enter December. Oh my gosh. This is like my busiest month of the year. Yes, my birthday's in there. But when I was looking at the calendar, December's always crazy when it comes to birthdays and anniversaries. December's a crazy month. There's 31 days in December. I've counted within my family and my circle of close friends, there are 17 days out of 31 that is either an anniversary or a birthday, or in some cases, both. It's a crazy month. So I'm all excited about, and then it rolls into January, and January's another crazy month, but not as crazy as December. So 17 out of 31 days in December, in my family and my close circle of friends, we're celebrating either a birthday or anniversary or both, 17 days out of 31. That's a lot, especially when you've got the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 17th, the 17th, 24, 25, 26, 28 and 31. I'm missing one because that's only 16. Did I say 26? I'm missing a day. Oh, yeah, but 17 days. I'm missing one. Whose one am I missing? I'll have to go back and have a look. But that's basically the rundown for the month. But the other reason I like this month, it's the sparkliest month of the year. And everybody knows I love sparkles, super fantastic and sparkling. And, I like my sparkles. I even can put my sparkle, put my sparkles on. But December is the most sparkliest month of the year for me. Because there's all these lovely lights that appear, and some of them twinkle and some of them just sparkle, and people's front yards get transformed into these sparkly wonderlands. And I've already seen a lot of it go up around where I live right now. There's one house that's decked out. The whole front of it is all Seahawks. And tonight they added a new light across one of the front windows, and it had the number 12 on it. I don't follow football. That was Brad's thing. So I have no idea who number 12 is on the Seattle Seahawks. Sorry, I haven't followed sports since Brad passed. Well, except unless it's cricket or rugby. Yeah. just those two, and maybe gymnastics when the Olympics come on. But they had number 12 written across the window, and they've got these two big banners that are all Seahawk things that all lights up. They've got the blue, green, and white lights going on the front of the house. It goes down the side of the house. It's not as bad as the house next door, which has strings of lights going down the side of the house, down the front of the house. And those ones in the house next door, they actually time it to music. It's got music playing, so depending which lights are flashing and all of that, so you get the sparkly flasher thingies going in time with music. And then you've got the houses that have all the blow-ups in front of them, and they've got the strings of the lights across. I love December. I love this time of the year because it's so sparkly. How can you not love sparkly? And then I get to watch all the holiday movies, which are all feel-good movies. It's December for me personally. It's sparkly, but it's a feel-good season. One thing I like about it is that I get to watch my holiday movies, which are all feel-good movies. All great stories. Some of them have some really good morals to them, have very good messages in them and things like that. But it sets me up for the beginning of the year, because then I roll onto January 1st, and all that stuff from December moves forward with me, because people don't take their lights down on December the 1st. They keep them going for a little longer. I don't know if the HOA has a deadline for when they have to get the lights down or not, but who knows? But I also know that this weekend there's going to be a lot more lights going up, because I'm starting to see little things starting to appear in the front yards. They're starting to get ready to put the sparkly lights up. But so I take all of those feel-good feelings that you get during the holidays. I get to take all of that sparkliness, all of those really good feelings into January with me. And it just gives me such a boost for the beginning of the year, because the year starts off with a bang, and I'm already rocking and rolling for stuff for next year. I've got a really cool thing that is going to be happening in January, and I will be releasing the information about that in December, and it launches in January. So stay tuned for that, because it will be announced in the newsletter when that comes out. When am I announcing that one? Maybe I'll do it as a birthday announcement. I don't know. I haven't decided. I have my deadline dates set up for when I want to have it complete. When I'm announcing the launch. So I have all that. So you're just going to have to sign up for the newsletter, and we'll reveal the information in there as to what. But it's all to do with genealogy, and it's going to be awesome. It's really, really cool. And today I got to have a coaching call with my mentor, and I get a lot of information, a lot of really good stuff out of my calls when I have them one-on-one with my mentor. I go through what I'm doing and what I'm thinking, and not sure about this and not sure about that. So we talk about things. But I have to say, today was like the best one that we have had in, I don't know, we've been part of the Platinum Inner Circle for almost 10 years because next year is the 10-year anniversary of it forming. So, but this has to be this one, I would say, was probably the most productive one we've ever had. I went in with an agenda. I had my checklist written down, what we're going to look at and do and see. And it was really cool. I got a lot of good ideas, a lot of good suggestions, things I'm going to be implementing, even some business ideas that came across my desk. And I was like, oh, I hadn't heard of that one. So there's this really cool business idea that he talked to me about. And I'm like, yeah, I've kind of heard of it a little bit, but not in the sense that he is talking about. And I'm like, oh, that's a really cool thing. So we're going to be investigating that one a little more as well, because that'll be another service we can add to the genealogy so offerings. And then we've got what else have I got? I even actually managed to get some stuff off my list before I had to start work this afternoon. This going down here. Yeah. So the newsletter is going to have a few more things added in there. But yeah, he really liked the program for what I'm launching in January, and then added another thing there to launch as well. So it's going to be very super fantastic and sparkling, and the new year is going to bring a lot of changes. It's going to be so much fun. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening come the new year, and we're going to start dripping out the announcements during the month of December. So if you want to know what announcements we're going to be dripping out, you're going to have to sign up for the newsletter, because it's going in the newsletter first, and then I will announce it on the podcast. So, and there may be a day or two delay between the newsletter going out and the announcement being made. Or maybe I'll do the announcements on Mondays. The newsletter goes out on Fridays. So if you want an advance warning as to what I'm going to be doing, then you're just going to have to sign up for the newsletter, because when you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get advance notification on Friday, and then I'll make the announcements on the Monday. But I can't wait for you guys to see what's coming up. But so we've got the gift cards. The genealogy research gift cards are available now as certificates. Actually, they come in a card. They come in a big card, so it's like a certificate. The certificate is valid for 12 months from date of purchase. Actually, no, if they're doing them for the holidays, I'm going to make it the 31st of December 2024 instead of 12 months from date of purchase. So they'll be valid till the end of next year. The ones that are purchased for the holidays. After that, if you want to purchase them, they'll be valid for 12 months from the date of purchase. But for holidays, you get a few extra days. So those are out and available right now. If you want those, you go to shop.yourfamilytreedetective.com, or click on the link in the description below. There's a 3-hour package, there's a 3-hour package, and a 5-hour package, and you get a lot more than just those. We just like to make sure everybody gets the information that they need. So yeah, so I'm excited because tomorrow I get to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Will be tomorrow night's movie. And then I've got to find my list. I'm still looking for my list. I've got a list of holiday movies because I've added to it over the years, so I can't remember all the movies that are coming up. I just know that National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is always December 1st. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. And that's the movie for me that signifies the beginning of the holidays. And how did we start doing that? A few years ago when we were living back in Virginia. For some reason, it just didn't feel like the holiday season. And we sat down and watch. Let's just watch the Christmas Vacation. Yeah, okay. We put that on. Boom, we're in Christmas mode right away at the end of that movie. It was just such a fun way to kick off. And so then from then on, every year that would be the first holiday movie we would watch to get us into the holiday spirit. And then we just kept adding movies that had to, like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen is one of our staple movies for that as well. The Christmas Candle is another one. If you haven't seen The Christmas Candle, that is an incredible story. And it has Susan Boyle is in there, and you get to hear her incredible voice because she does sing in it. But it's just a really cool story of this little town, the beginning of the turn of the century, back in the 1900s, we're talking late 1800s, early 1900s, when electricity first came out. And it's just such an amazing, amazing story that just gives you real good feel good vibes. Then there's Santa and Pete, and it's all about how St. Nicholas became Santa Claus with the help of Pete, who was this guy who helped him escape from this prison that St. Nicholas had been put into. And it has James Earl Jones is in it, so you get to hear his gorgeous voice. Oh my gosh, I love his voice. And it's just a really cool story of how St. Nicholas started the Christmas tradition type stuff that we know today. But then not only that, how he became the man in red, how he had sleighs and how the reindeer flew, and that is hilarious. How the reindeer could fly, and it just started snowballing. And as he comes across each challenge, they find a way around it, and they take it from what it was that he was doing into how we know Santa Claus today. So it's just a really cool story about how St. Nicholas became Santa Claus. And he had this assistant, Pete, with him, and what Pete's role in this thing is. And there's some really cool actors in that and actresses in that movie too. And I love that movie. What other ones do I have in that list? Jingle All the Way, just because it's funny. And Sinbad's in it, who I actually got to meet once. I was having physical therapy, and he was there having physical therapy too. And there was it 3 NFL players, 2 NBA players, Sinbad, another actor, a former stuntman, and me, all having physical therapy together for our different ailments and stuff. I have to tell you, that was the funniest physical therapy session I have ever had. You had the NBA ribbing the NFLs. The actor was a big soccer player, so he was ribbing the other. They were just all ribbing each other and just all pulling on their comedy skills and everything else. It was hilarious. It was the least painful physical therapy session I had with my ankle the entire time. I mean, they're busy scraping my ankle with those metal tools that they put in there to scrape along the tendons and that. And normally it's very painful, but they had me laughing so much, I felt no pain. They had me laughing, and I'll tell you, laughter was a great medicine that day. And like everybody's laughing as well, so they're not feeling any pain because they've got all these good endorphins going, which is helping dull the pain of their therapy session. So it was really cool. It was a lot of fun that day. Let's see what else is in there. So that's one reason I like watching Jingle All the Way, because Sinbad's in there. And it always reminds me of that fun session that I had in physical therapy. What other ones have I got in there? Oh, last year we added The Last Christmas, which features George Michael's music. And is based on the song Last Christmas. Then there was also Christmas Jars, which is a story adapted from a book of the same name. And I'm trying to think who wrote the book. What was his name? He's blind. Jim Stovall. I think he was the author of that one. I think he was the author of Christmas Jars. Pretty sure it was him. Yeah, I think it was him. I'll have to go look it up. But it's a really cool story, and another one's a good cool story. What other ones do I watch at Christmas? Do we watch at Christmas time? Like I said, we've added stuff over the years, so I tend to forget what's on that list, and I do have the list written out, so I'm going to have to go find it. And then what else have we got in there? Yeah, that's in there. Mine's going blank on what else is in there, but we have a lot of good holiday themed movies in there, Christmas based ones, just ones that but the list just basically came around because Brad and I the movies that we enjoyed at the during the month of December, that we just slowly grew our list of, oh, we've got to watch that one again next year. We've got to watch that one again. Oh, that's a really good one. Let's put that on the list for next year. And that's basically how our list started. It's just sort of like started with, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when we weren't feeling in holiday mode. Oh, let's slap that on. And this is that's the one that started it all. So it's always played on December 1st. And then over the years, we've just added more movies. I think I might have enough to do a full 31 days. We shall see. Actually, I need only 30 because on the 28th, which is my wedding anniversary, I watched Legally Blonde. And the only reason I watched Legally Blonde on the 28th is because if you know the scene where Warner breaks up with Elle, they're actually sitting at a table that is on the spot where Brad and I got married. It's in the same restaurant that we got married in. And we had been watching that movie I don't know how many times we'd seen that. Brad, this is how addicted to Legally Blonde Brad was. He would scroll, male, got the remote. He would scroll through the movies. I'm sitting there reading. He scrolls through the movies. Oh, Legally Blonde's on. And I look up and go, it's got like 5 minutes to go. Oh, I'm watching it. It didn't matter if it was at the start of the movie, if it was 5 minutes from the end or somewhere in between. If Legally Blonde was on, he would hit that button and he would watch Legally, whatever, wherever they were at. And then one day he's sitting there watching. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the 1,000th time we've seen it. And I'm sitting there and I'm reading, and all of a sudden he goes, that's where we got married. I'm like, what? He goes, that's where we got married. And I go, what's where we got married? So he winds it back. Thank goodness for DVRs. He winds it back and shows the restaurant scene where Al and Warner are sitting and do the whole breakup thing. And I'm like, oh, that is. And I'm like, how many times have we seen this movie? And we never noticed. And like I said, I lost count of the number of times we've seen that movie, and we never, ever noticed that they were sitting, their table was on the spot in that restaurant where Brad and I stood and got married. Because that whole outdoor courtyard area that they've got there, it's got red cobble brick floor, old red brick flooring. There's the roof will actually open up. But they use that for weddings and parties, and that's like the party room. But if it's not booked or anything, they use it as extra seating for the restaurant. And that's where we got married. And I was like, oh my gosh. So 28th of December, every year we watch I watch Legally Blonde. Brad's probably watching in spirit, but yes. So this year will be would have been our 25th wedding anniversary. So I get to watch Legally Blonde. So I have at least 30 movies that cover every night in December. So I'm looking forward to starting that off tomorrow. So anyway, so that's the excitement levels are on the rise. There's a lot of great stuff coming down the pipelines, and I am just like vibrating with excitement. Last night I went to bed. It was like 12:30 in the morning. I woke up. The alarm actually woke me up this morning at 5:07, and I bounced out of bed and came down, sat at my mind mapping table, and did my morning journaling and meditation time. It's my journaling meditation time. And so I did that and then just got started in the day, and it was fantastic. The last 3 days, I've done it for the last 3 days. Yeah, the last 3 days. It's been amazing. Going to bed late, waking up. The last 2 mornings, though, I woke up before the alarm clock went off because I thought, is the alarm clock gone off? And I look at it and it'll be like 5:03. I'm like, nope, it's due to go off in 4 minutes. And so I've always woken up before. This morning is the first time it woke me up over the last 3 days. So, but yeah, there's just so much that's happening, and I am super, super, super excited. I'm entering Sparkle Month. We're celebrating sparkles the entire month. So if you don't want to hear about sparkles for the month of December, sorry, my show, my rules. So we're going to be sparkling up December. I've got talking with some people to have them come on and do some as guests on the show as well. So it's going to be a very exciting month. I'm totally stoked. I am ready for it. And right now, what am I going to do? I'm going to go have dinner. I haven't had dinner yet, so we're going to go have dinner. What are we having for dinner tonight, Zeph? You can probably, you can see her paw there. She's on the chair and her paws are up like this on the arm of the chair. And she's looking at me very seriously, like, you're talking food. And we're talking food? Yeah? Is it dinner time? She's had her dinner in her dish for the last 2 hours. So anyway, I'm out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. And we will catch you guys back here tomorrow for day 1 of Sparkle Month. And we'll see you then. We'll be back at our regularly scheduled time of 6 p.m. Pacific. Tonight we had our mastermind group meeting tonight. So that one kind of pushed us back. So tomorrow we'll be back to our regularly scheduled time at 6 p.m. Pacific, and kicking it off with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and some other bits and pieces too. Hey, Konara.